What's up, everybody? It's the ESK8 UK live show. I'm ESK Viper Devin. We're here with a dolphin. What's up, my dude?
How's it going?
So, how many boards do you have right now?
I have eight. I started with
Eight.
one, and then it just kind of
Yeah,
blew
I
up into
forgot
this blew up into
exactly.
this obsession of wanting different trucks, different flex, different wheel setups. I mean, even when I started with one wheels, even two one wheels was excessive to me because they kind of rode the same. But with Escape,
Right.
is totally
Everything rides different.
yeah. So
I respect it.
yeah, so it's been a fun journey so far.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. What's your PR for top speed?
I am I
Oh
think
yeah, I
just
forgot. You don't check, huh? You just vibe.
I'm a carver. I mean, I did with the Propel G3 GT just now this afternoon. I know it's not as fast as you guys go, but 28 miles and it was very stable. It's like amazingly stable. I have the softest bushings on both front and rear, and I was just going fast and with like not even a speed wobble of some sort. So I gotta give it to Propel. Whatever they did with those trucks
Yeah,
or the suspension
they're
system is very nice.
that's why I'm excited about the Vector because they've been watching the racing scene and what people are doing and what's been successful for a really long time before doing anything about it. So what they're coming out with is really cool.
Yeah, I saw some videos about it too as well. That board looks really nice.
Yeah, Chloe is the only person that has one currently, but she has not she doesn't have the full finished production board. She has a different, less powerful drivetrain. She just has the board to work on the trucks and work on testing the truck system specifically without gobs of power.
Wow,
But
that's not even the
me,
production board yet.
James, Titus, and Tass all get one with gobs of power. I can't say
Oof.
how much, but it's a
Yeah,
lot. It more than
yeah.
more than this. And this thing's battery is capable of 13 kilowatt. It's 18S4P of P42A. It's not capable of 13 kilowatt anymore because it's a 2 year old pack and it's probably got 1,000 cycles on it.
Hmm.
But yeah, the Vector on paper puts down a lot more power than this does.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, even with that top speed of mine this afternoon, I kind of got why you guys go fast. Like, oof, like it's
It's
exhilarating.
exhilarating. It's fun. Yeah.
But I think you guys are like looking 20, 30 feet ahead to see if
Yeah.
there's any bumps, and
Yeah.
because that could easily just throw you off the board. And you guys
hmm
wear, you guys are binded at the board at one point too. I don't know how you guys
Yeah.
do it.
This I hit 49 on this today on the way home.
How good are your roads over there?
Some of them are pretty great. They're redoing a lot of the roads around me, but I live in like almost the heart of downtown Salt Lake City.
Hmm.
So, which most of the down roads in downtown have been redone pretty recently, but
Yeah.
over in my neighborhood specifically, they're redoing a bunch more roads. And then I was on my way home from work, and so I've found two roads with one in between that's kind of shitty. But I found two roads that are really nice to get to and from, and they're like just super straight. All the roads in Utah are super straight.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a grid system, so it's like just perfect corners every time. Um, but I can hold before I updated my top speed to over 50. I could hold the 47 mile an hour top speed before for indefinite amount of time, basically, as long as the pavement didn't change and become ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Are cars used to
No,
e-skates just zipping around? No. Okay.
no, definitely not. I have to ride like I'm invisible. I got hit by a truck one time. I was actually traveling in the lane behind him, so I'm going down the road. He comes out like at a stop sign, looks at me,
Yeah.
sees me, pulls out, and then so I'm behind him. and then he misses his turn, slams on his brakes, and goes to flip a U turn with no blinker or nothing. And I'm in the left hand lane, so I can't avoid him to the right. And I
Yeah.
didn't know he was flipping a U turn because, no blinker, no nothing. So I try to go around him to the left, and then all of a sudden I see the wheel get cut, and I'm like, well, here we are. I shattered my left kneecap.
Okay. Jeez, man. How long
Yeah,
was? Yeah.
that's the worst damage that I got though. And it wasn't bad enough that I couldn't walk,
Hmm.
which surprises me. But if you Google it like I did, uh, it's really common for you to have like kneecap fractures and like breaks and stuff, and still be able to walk around, just with some pain and discomfort. Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't the most comfortable thing in the world.
Yeah. I mean, what? How long did it take you to get back on your board?
Oh, I was riding the next day.
Oh, okay.
I don't. I don't. I don't stop. If I felt like it was bending my knee, so like bending all the way down, like crouching down would hurt a lot, and getting back up from that. But just standing, I would be fine.
Hmm.
So just with my knees bent a little bit on the board, I didn't really suffer very much discomfort. Honestly,
Yeah.
it just stopped me from walking up and down ladders at work,
Oh, okay.
which
Yeah.
sucks when you work on a roof.
Yeah. That would have been pretty challenging.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely not the greatest time in the world. So, what boards do you have? You have the Lorentz, you have an Ox.
Yeah. So they're all there. Um, I got the Lorenz is my first one, and then the Flex Paragon, which I'm very surprised that X-Way like came out with that, and then suddenly just stopped advertising it. So I don't know. I guess it's a collector's item now.
They're that's funny. I'm pretty sure our intro to speed, our giveaway boards, and like for our spec race, I'm pretty sure that's what we're racing is Flex Paragons.
Yeah. Uh, Other than that, they probably maybe renamed it. It's Flex. I think they have the Flex V3 Pro now or something, but I
Uh-huh.
haven't seen a lot of Flex Paragon ads.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And then the Cavalry came out first. That was my first TKP board. Then the Lancer, my first TKP board. Then the Evolved Diablo, and then the Ox, which is another TKP board, and the the 3GT, and that one's the Ace Deck Blizzard, which is my first short board, but it doesn't feel like a short board. I'm very
Yeah,
happy with that because it's like a wider
The
stance,
Blizzard's
which
really impressive.
yeah, I'm so
I rode it for the first time a few weeks ago, and for a short board. It's actually got a lot of power, and it carves super nice.
it does.
It
And then I did
yeah,
just
it
swap it out with
wheelies
the
super
I did
easy
just
if
swap
you're
out
not
the yeah,
prepared.
and then the Ace Tech Blizzard has the 92 Mad Wheels, and it
Yeah,
just that just
yeah.
now
I've
it's
been seeing everything that I've seen about the 92 millimeter Mad Wheels is that they're super just good, just buttery, just good good wheels.
mhm.
I wish the 125s had that impression on the community, but they I agree with what most people say, and that's that they slide a lot easier than the 105s do, and they probably slide easier than the 92 millimeters do too.
Yeah, I do have the 125s on the Lancer just because the 105 doesn't it didn't feel and you just know, right? You ride a particular board and a wheel or something doesn't feel right because the 102s
Mhm.
on the Cavalry was really nice, probably because
Uh-huh.
of the flex. But with the Lancer, even though it does have a little bit of a flex, the 105s on the Lancer didn't feel as good on the Cavalry. So
Mhm.
when I put the 125s there, it it was a bit more tolerable.
Right.
So yeah, but it is a heavy that's a heavy wheel, and I haven't
Hmm.
so far it's doing what it's supposed to do, but I haven't really experienced it too much about it issues with the 125s.
Yeah, I haven't necessarily had issues with them. Like they're comfortable, like you would expect from a slightly larger Mad Wheel over the 105. And
Yeah,
when I
you just
first
know
tried the 105s, I came from 120 millimeter cloud wheels, and the 105 millimeters blew me away. like how they handled sidewalk cracks and just how comfortable they were for the size.
Yeah.
Just blew my mind. So if you like street wheels and you've only ever ridden street wheels, Mad Wheels will still fucking they'll still
Yeah.
blow your mind for sure. They're
Yeah.
still the most comfortable street wheel you can get,
Yeah.
and
Actually, my first.
even the 125s you still get that. They just slide a little easier for some reason, even though they're wider. But
Yeah.
I can't remember if they said that they used a different formula on them or not. I think they did.
Yeah. Well, with the X-Ray, it came with 90 with their stock 90 m 90 wheel street wheels, and that was okay. And then I found out that Cloud Wheels just came out with the 120, their new 120 FEs. So I got that right away. The lime green, it was a very nice color.
Hmm.
And then I switched to the 105s, and that felt better than the 120s for some reason. Just it's just a different composition.
Yeah.
Even though the Cloud Wheels was 120, and then you go back down to 105s, it's such a big difference. And then I do have the 135 Discoveries there on the Flex Paragon, and that has made because that the Flex Paragon is a little bit of a stiffer board.
Hmm.
Um, and the 105 didn't feel as good as the 135's Cloud Wheels now are on there, and it's such a thick material rubber, hybrid.
Hmm.
It's like a street slash rubber AT wheel that it's nice. So
Yeah, I want to. We were talking about it before the show.
yeah,
I want to
exactly. Yeah.
try those. There you go. There's a question.
Oof, that is tough.
Yeah. Asking the
Yikes.
hard questions out here. Oh, I'm sorry,
Oof,
baby.
that is tough. Oof, I don't know. I mean, I've tuned my boards to be more of a carving board than a speed board. So, I mean, I run my trucks really loose. I mean, I'm a lighter rider, so I don't really need any stiff bushings.
Hmm.
Um, I gotta hand it over. I mean, it gets a lot of hate, but I gotta hand it over to Evolve. I mean, they did something with their super carved trucks that is just I can't explain. Even though my first DKP was the Cavalry. I don't know. What are your thoughts, man? I know I know Evolve gets a lot of hate, which I mean,
I I'm not a fan of Evolve. I've never been a fan of Evolve. All they ever
mhm,
do for new boards is just different colors.
yeah,
It's yeah, literally. Like the even that upgraded fancy Diablo that they had at ESK8 all that was the same exact electronics, just turned up a little bit more. Just
yeah,
unlocked a little bit. You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
unlock ESCs, by the way. That's not a thing.
yeah. There you
They
go.
just they're, they're,
Little
they just
marketing there.
underpower their stuff to try and make it reliable, and somehow it's not. Still, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I think they should reevaluate their ESC manufacturers at least, because
Hmm.
they know that they have the reputation that they do with their electronics, and seemingly they've done absolutely fuck all about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
seen an ESC update post not of nowhere from nothing. And I've seen, all of that Evolve ads just like everybody else has because for some reason they're pushed through the algorithm more than everybody else is.
Yeah. 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 Well, I guess they
That
got
doesn't
more.
make sense to me either. Why do I get like 3 to 4 Evolve ads for every X-Way ad I get? That what?
I guess they get the money for the marketing part.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
They definitely got that. That's for sure. They got
Yeah.
EUC market money
Yeah.
for
I mean,
marketing
yeah.
at
I
least.
think the next one that's kind of blown my mind is like the Propel. It's my first suspension board, and I thought it would like ride like a channel truck, and it's just like it's different. It's very cushy. It's a very cushy ride.
That's
Um,
that's how I feel about the Baja board. That's my first suspension board, and it's when it comes to suspension boards, it's a little weird. It's not your traditional setup at all. Like the motors aren't mounted on the wheels; they're mounted in the center, and then their belts drive actual drive shafts like there is in cars, which is
mhm.
like I said, super weird. But other than that, like the actual suspension benefits and how it turns when you're off road, it feels weird on road. It feels like you're gonna fall off the edge of the board. But when you're off road, the way it turns just makes sense because it's just like instead of a sweeping turn, you kind of just go
Yeah,
side to
yeah,
side, like
yeah,
because the
yeah,
actual tires turn side to side like this. So instead, you kind of like crab walk when you turn instead of making an arc or a swoop. So it's a lot easier, makes it a lot easier to avoid bigger rocks and obstacles and stuff like that. It's
yeah,
been
yeah,
blowing my mind to be honest.
yeah. And I can only imagine what the 4GT and the 4GT Pro feels like. I'm sure they did a lot of tweaks in that
Yeah,
board.
the feedback that I'm seeing in the community from that has been pretty immaculate so far. That they've upgraded everything exactly how it needs to be upgraded, But that seems to be a common theme with Propel. Every generation of their boards, every new iteration is just something is just that much better, because they
Yeah,
listen and they pay attention to the community.
yeah.
Be excited for the Vector.
Oof, I bet. How much of that? How much of that again?
I don't know how much it's going to be. It's not going to be cheap. I guarantee
Yeah.
you that. But
I think it's for more
it's
for
going to
your
be an
hardcore life.
impressive, very
Yeah,
impressive board.
yeah. I think it's probably, is it really designed or meant for like hardcore racers or those who really want to go fast and do events, I guess,
That's
right?
that's exactly what it's meant for.
Yeah.
It's I was actually talking to Javen about daily riding it when I first get it for a little bit, and he was like, "Just so you know, this is not a daily riding board. It's not for that." I was like, "Well, I mean, neither is that, but I do it anyway."
Yeah. Is it low? Is it low?
Yeah, here I'll show you the battery enclosure. It's gnarly. Yeah, it's super.
Oh, yeah, it's scratched up, man. Is it scratched up?
Yeah, it's super beat
Yeah.
up. And then the corners are filed down. Like there's probably a ply or two of carbon fiber missing from the
Yeah.
enclosure on the corners and stuff.
And how big are the wheels?
Those are 8-inch tires.
Yeah. I guess that
And
helps a little bit,
still,
right?
yeah, still that low. It's because it's on duality trucks. The mountain board version of dualities they take up way less height than channel trucks do, like a lot less, because
Yeah.
it uses a standard bushing system.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Talk about your boards, Dolphin.
Okay. What else? I think my boards are just more like a upgrade to the first board that I got. So definitely, I wouldn't say Cavalry. Again, Cavalry is a great board. I love that board. I love the deck. It's got a nice flex to it. Then the Evolve came, so TKP wise, it is a bit better. Um, the Lancer is really good too. Shout out to OMW because they do really, really good boards. Their quality, their customer service is really good. Um, TKP wise, the Lin Power is really nice. It's very stable. It's a big, wide truck system, so it is. I think that board is meant to be fast, meant to go fast. The Lin Power Ox right there, and then I've always kind of liked personalizing my boards. That's why I think Yacht Grip has got a lot of my money. But it's your board, might as well personalize it. What would I change on it? I would love a little bit of flex. It is definitely a very stiff board, and the V3 Lorentz looks really nice. I think it has a little bit of flex to it. So if I could change anything, definitely, because it's such an over-engineered board, and it's great, and it's nice and loose, just the way I like it. But a little flex would be nice for it. So other than that, it's a great board. I haven't really ridden it at night, which is a bit of a waste because it's got those lasers and I got the light kit, but I'm not much of a night rider. I don't. I guess I don't want to get run over by a car. So, and I have a scooter, an e-scooter, which kind of wastes away. Oh well. What else? What else? I've been enjoying the A Stack Blizzard for a bit. I thought I'd never enjoy a shorter board. I've always kind of gotten used to long boards, wider stance.
Sorry.
But the A Stack Blizzard's got a nice wide stance, so I've enjoyed that.
I love a wide stance.
Yeah.
I think the standing platform on that is 35 inches from like the very back to the very front, which is
Hmm.
pretty. That's pretty wide. It's not like super wide for me specifically. I'm 6'3",
Yeah.
so it's not a like super wide stance. It's like this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not
Do you
super
like
wide.
do you mind a flat deck, or do you like a little bit of concave?
I don't like a lot of concave. A little bit's okay, but too much at the edges hurts my feet. Like
Yeah.
it'll probably be hard to see from all the way over there, but that hurts. That
Oh, okay.
raise, like
Yeah.
it goes like that, and that hurts my feet. I have to tilt my feet to get them not sitting directly across the concave of it, which is why I'm going to
Yeah.
deck swap it. But yeah, a little concave's okay. I like gas pedals, like little lips on the edges of the deck.
Hmm.
Uh, a little W is all right too, like for some arch support.
Yeah.
But I have mostly flat feet too, so a lot of W also hurts my feet.
Yeah.
Adds to the foot fatigue.
Yeah. I think the first version of the Lorenz had that little hump in the middle, which a lot of
Yeah, it was
people didn't like,
uncomfortable.
because that,
I,
and then it was like kind of, it was like, yeah, it was like a rainbow kind of board,
mhm.
it kind of, so I'm glad, they kind of took that out of the mix, because I feel like that would really be uncomfortable for long rides, and it looks weird because you're like, you're like riding a arch.
Yeah, it feels like you're standing over something.
Yeah. So I'm glad they actually got rid of that. And I was just Suki asked if what I would change with the V2, and I wish it had a little bit of flex. The V3 had a little bit of, it kind of gave a little bit, but not too much that, it's springy, but you could tell that they tweaked it a little bit and upgraded the board to be a little bit of a, that it gives in a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, I noticed that I've tried each major as it was released at ESK8 over the last 3 years, and I like the V3 the best.
Mm,
One, I like the lights. The lights are super cool. I used to
yeah.
have the same style lights just all the way around on this deck,
Yeah.
and way brighter than anybody else's. But that's not the
Do you do a
point.
lot? Do you do a lot of night riding?
Yeah, I ride home from work, and I close the restaurant
Yeah, yeah.
every weekend. So yeah, I'm riding home at like anywhere between 10 and 12 o'clock.
So you got all the lights and blinking lights all over you, just so that you
Yeah,
can
I
be
have.
seen.
Yeah, I'm an affiliate for Break Free. Code Escape. Wait, Escape Viper. That right there.
Yeah.
That's my discount code. Um, but yeah, I have a Break Free. I have a headlight on the front that's used to be super bright. Now it's less for me to see and more for other people to see me.
Yeah.
Um, and then I have. Well, I have this.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you'll be seen.
I just put those back on, and then I have one of those PID zoom lights as a brake light or a tail
Yeah.
light that just
I
sits
have
on the back.
yeah. I have a Guardian Angel. Have you ever seen those Guardian Angel lights?
Oh yeah, on your helmet.
Yeah. I usually I have two. I have one in front of my left shoulder and then one at the back of my left shoulder, and it's the red and yellow combination, and it's
Okay.
really bright. So
Okay.
yeah. So you got to be seen. If I can have flags sticking out, you still get hit,
Yep.
regardless.
Yep. Yep.
Because
I'm that guy that hit me with his truck. He saw me. He knew I was there, and I got hit anyway. So literally anything can happen at any given point in time. Luckily,
yeah, no,
I was wearing full motorcycle pants and jacket and stuff when that happened.
yeah,
I
yeah,
destroyed my pants though. I can't wear them anymore. Sad day.
yeah.
But send me some
Yeah,
skiing.
yeah. For the love of the game, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's literally all part of it. You know, if you're not, I saw a post from on Instagram from Biddle the other day, and it was if you're not falling, you're not getting better. And it was a bunch of clips of him, going for a slide and falling off his board and stuff, and then going for the slide the next time and hitting it perfectly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah. You guys are pushing the limits out there, so
I
I'll
try
watch from
to.
the sidelines.
I try to. I need
Yeah.
uh I need better gear. That's one of the reasons why I'm excited for this vector. It should be it should make me be able to advance my skill set a lot more than I've been able to in the past because I've just been limited financially. I can't go
Hmm.
buy 8 boards.
Oh yeah, same here.
Like all the most of the parts I got for this were either off of another board or I got for free from my friends or super cheap. Like the 12S8P battery that's in it, I got for $500 and only ended up paying 200 because we worked up another deal for an ESC trade later on, and mine was worth more.
Yeah,
But this I got for half retail from my reviewer buddy. Same reviewer buddy gave me this Baja board for completely free. He just wanted me to fix it and then let him ride it around for a couple of days to put a review out for it.
nice. I think it helps as well that you know your way around all the electronic stuff.
That's what I kind of dive into. I'm not a fan of purchasing things from companies like my computer I built. You can't really see it, but
Hmm.
yeah, I built my computer, picked up the parts and stuff like that. I got my first board was a Team Gi H5 blade, just a super slow 22 mile an hour top speed. I was constantly hitting that top speed. Could hit full brakes and it basically wouldn't throw you off because it was so weak. It was
Yeah,
lipo. It was it's their market behind it is that it's the sleekest e-board. It looks like a regular because it's hub motor
hmm,
and the lipo pouches are inside a super thin deck. Like it looks it granted it does what they um want it to and it looks like a traditional board. But
yeah,
that was my first board, and then after it stopped working after a week, I started doing research and stuff
yeah,
to build boards, and I didn't purchase a single part to build my first board for 2 months.
yeah. Any hiccups along the way?
I'm
You,
still
you,
learning new shit. I'm still learning
yeah,
new stuff all the time, new
yeah. Any
tricks with the
hiccup?
software and settings and whatnot.
Yeah. Any hiccups while you were learning? Any
Oh yeah, all the time.
yeah,
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 I killed 2 Flip Sky ESCs because I was just using them too much, like using them to their max.
hmm,
I've killed multiple Maker X ESCs because I'm an idiot. I've killed 2 SKP solo ESCs because I'm also an idiot. Um, but that Dylan comment there is RQ to wrap her up.
sounds good.
But hey, it was good talking to you though.
Yeah,
That's
man. You too.
quite a quiver you have there.
Thank
Um,
you.
I'm definitely a fan of getting multiple boards and trying out different setups and stuff. Like this board, I have yet to hit top speed on it, and I'm probably never going to because it's just really fun to carve and slide and stuff. And this, I'm trying actively to hit top speed on it. So it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's all figuring out what you like. Super dope.
yeah,
But it was good talking to you, man.
yeah. You too.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. Thanks. Thank guys.